Hi there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and in this video I'm going to show you how to put together June's Rose Hill card, and it's a shaker card. It looks like this. It's got to be the easiest shaker card you'll ever make. So let me show you what I did. Okay, here's your packet. Looks like this. I'm going to just set aside, make sure everything's out of the envelope. And you have your instructions. I'm going to try to follow the instructions, but sometimes, well, we both know, or we all know, I do things my own way. But I'm going to take all the pieces here, set these aside, take all these pieces here in the clear envelope, and let's go ahead and make our greeting first. Got a little straggler here, set him aside. So I'm going to just use some liquid glue. I think that's easiest, a little bit here in the center of my flower, and place him being the center, right there in the center of our flower. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a tape runner and put that, make sure I have the back side. Yep, this is the back side. And place that onto the larger. These are part of the hippo dies, so if you're interested in learning where the pieces and parts come from, these are the hippo dies. I love all these layering dies that come in there. Okay, then to put this, and this is stitch flowers, but I don't think that's what they're called. I should have looked at what the name of these little flowers are. But I'm going to just hold my leaf back there, and then I'm going to use dimensionals. Now, you wouldn't have to use dimensionals. You could just use them with a little bit more liquid glue. But I'm going to place 2 dimensionals. I'm going to put one here to hold those leaves on, and one here. And then I'm going to place this right here on the corner. Now I left it, you can stamp here if you don't want to do happy birthday and you want a different greeting. You can also just take some ink and a stamp and stamp right here. But I included this little happy birthday die cut for you. I'm going to try to get all the little shavings off of there. And then I'm going to use liquid glue, just a dab here and there. Try not to get too much so it doesn't go everywhere and make a mess on my card. It's not like it's gonna, someone's gonna try to peel it off. You just wanna make sure it doesn't fall off. That would be embarrassing. So we take our little happy birthday and lay that right there. Look how cute that is. And then I am to put my little ladybug embellishment. You also could use just a daub of glue, but I'm gonna bring in a glue dot and lay him right there on top of my glue dot. And then I'm gonna use my Take-A-Pick tool because my fingers are clumsy, and my Take-A-Pick tool holds them real nicely, and just set him right there. So now we have our tag all done. We're gonna set that aside. On the inside here of your blue card base, you have 2 more pieces of paper. This is just basic white. If you want to stamp on there, now would be a good time. I'm going to stamp my sentiment when I send my card, depending on who I send it to. So I'm going to just lay that in there, crisp and white. Okay, and then the designer series paper, now we're going to take that and put it inside this clear envelope like this. And I'm going to make sure that it's at the bottom, flush all the way to the bottom of the envelope. So there's room up here, that's fine, but I want to make sure it's all the way to the bottom here. And then this little package of jumbo glitter, I'm going to take that and I'm going to just dump it in there right on top of my designer series paper. Now you can see how much is in there. If that's too much for you, just dump some out. You don't have to use all of it. But then I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to remove that covering from the adhesive and fold that over tight on my designer series paper. So now my envelope side to side is the same size as my designer series paper. And then I'm going to fold this top part down over the designer series paper again, and I'm going to just use some regular everyday Scotch tape and tape that down so that it holds nicely on. Now we have that designer series paper that's in that envelope, and it's tight on all 4 sides. It looks like that. Now, if you wanted to and you thought it crisp, you could even take your bone folder and make sure that those 2 edges are nice and flat. So it looks like that with all that pretty jumbo sequins in there. Now we need to place this onto our card front. I think you need a little bit stronger adhesive than the normal tape runner, and I think the tape runner does not like to work on the clear envelopes. So my suggestions are, and they're merely suggestions, is tear and tape. That works too, or I'm going to even try the double-sided tape and see how that works. So I'm going to just take a piece here and put it on the top. And I am going to put it on all 4 sides because I don't want my card front to fall off my card base. I'll put a little bit here. And then last, I'm going to take this long. And I think, I'll be honest with you, I think the tear and tape is easier because you can lay it down there and then tear it off. To where I'm having trouble making sure my double-sided tape is long enough. But we'll make it work, right? There we go. And then we have tape, and then I'm going to just put one in the center just for good measure. There we go. So then we're going to push all that aside, get it out of the way, bring that card base back in there, lay that designer series shaker part right there on the front, give it a nice press, and look how pretty that is. Isn't that a nice card base? I love this shaker card. I think it's really easy. Okay, so then on the back of my greeting here, I'm going to use dimensionals. I'm going to put one in each corner and then one in the tummy, or I'm sorry, in the center, so it doesn't sag. I always say so my tummy doesn't sag, but anyway, and take that and just like that and lay this on the front of your card. Right there. And there you have it. There is my June Rose Hill card. I hope you like it as much as I do. I think it's really fun, and I enjoyed making it. I hope we can get together soon, but until then, thanks again for buying our card kits to go, and have a great month. We'll see you back here in July. Bye-bye.